Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Sussex Saturday on Friday. I am VS Speaks Royally. I hope you all are doing well. Let me go over on my other side and mute because I forgot to mute over there. Oh, there we go on the YouTube side. So you were hearing it in double. I hope everybody's well. What a Friday. Now, for some of you, Thursday night, because if you were up late and you saw it already and the information was starting to hit the airwaves and the app formerly known as was ablaze. And I happened to see a random channel on YouTube this morning when I first opened the computer and was like, Harry at NFL Awards. I was like, say what? So I went to look, did a Google, and I was like, Sal, look at Harry. So the WTF Sussex Friday for the Rangers, yes, they're saying what the okay is going on here. Squatties are enjoying the tears. Okay, I know it's crazy. This is like a good, what a good week. Now, some of it I was gonna save. I was like, okay, I'll do Sussex Saturday and it'll be all good. And then I was like, I can't wait. So here I am. I do hope you all are doing well on this Friday. This Friday. Okay, let's get into this. Let me get up here in my right spot. All right, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All right, so there's no surprise that Prince Harry is trending. When I looked this morning on the app formerly known as, and with good reason, the good King Harry, just to drive some of y'all crazy. Okay, let me behave. So I dropped to the channel members just prior to putting a post up on my community side. That Harry was at the NFL Honors Awards and presented the Walter Payton, which if you understand NFL and understand or know who Walter Payton was and understand this award, yeah, that was a major honor for not just the recipient but the one that presented it. So there are no leaks in Montecito, and those that were wondering, why did he leave so fast? Why did he left the UK so? That's why, because Harry was booked and busy and needed to get back into the United States. Okay, and this time he was in Vegas and ain't no damn pictures other than appropriate ones to be seen. Okay. hmm Harry's a grown married man with children, and he knows how to act when he goes into Vegas. He was just as excited as were the NFL players that were in the audience and so let me get to the picture. So they announced, and there is video clip. I just didn't have the time to get it over. So tomorrow I hope to have it over and we'll play it with them announcing Harry and him coming out and then him announcing, the recipient of the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. And I have to say, Cameron was hilarious. Prince freaking Harry. He was so outdone. He was like, y'all, it's Prince Harry. Like, yeah, it's pretty incredible. It's very sweet to see all those headlines about Americans hating Harry. Mhm. Those could be used for the lining in a cat litter box. Okay. So, very distinguished, great recipient. The tears in his eyes said it all as he was when he was named. It just he was blown away. So I just love, yeah. Go Harry, go Harry. So Harry's in Vegas and doing his thing, and I love this collage. So I had to save it. So this morning, the good news wasn't over yet for Harry. So yeah. I'm not even going to say we have to be kind because the Rangers aren't kind. So we're just going to, keep on dancing, um, and enjoy the tears. Okay. So some good news came out. Prince Harry, now we know that there were headlines again that were about, oh, he has to pay X dollars or pounds to, the Mirror Group, um, in that part of the phone hacking case. And I kept saying it's not over. We will have to wait for the settlement. So whatever Harry is paying won't even be near to what they're going to wind up paying him, and how true those words are. So, all the news is saying, of course, in the UK, substantial, but it is a good amount of money, pounds, when it's, whichever part of the ocean you're on, that Harry will get. Let him do what he wishes to do with whatever he gets from them, and it really should be some criminal charges looked at, because hacking into people's phones is against the law, and a person that will probably get named may not, but initials are PM in trash time. When you talk about you want to dismember, yeah, I hope Bubba becomes a prison cellmate of yours, PM, and he dismembers you in such a pleasurable way to himself. Okay, now, so Harry's on fire. He settled the case against the UK tabloid publisher that hacked his phone. This is in headlines. This isn't something that, like, um, his brother, that is quietly done, and nobody knew about it until this case. Um, Now Harry's getting it. So Byline Times, I always call it Byline Times. Byline Investigates put out information. Just said earlier in the hearing this morning at the High Court, judge ordered MGN to pay around 2 million pounds. So translate that to dollars, because he lives here in the US, for losing the generic part of the case about systematic crime and lies at the paper between 1998 to 2001. PM, hello. PM, are you out there? Because that was your ring, correct? Oh, okay. You just keep being bed partners with a certain publisher, but we're gonna get to that in. So I did share with the channel members Harry's statement. His barrister, I just have to say, has complete big. Um, you fill in the blank. You should know where I'm going. Complete blank energy. Okay, which fits appropriately for Harry. I'm just saying. Okay. I do hope you all followed along. Anyway, let me don't start no music. Okay, I hit something on my phone. I was getting a little nervous there. All right. So yes, the WTF. um Again, I shared that with the members. Hopefully those in squad you have seen. It's a good statement. I'll try to find the link because I think it was in one of the articles. I saw the screenshot. It's too much for me to try to read on the StreamYard side, so I'm just gonna keep on pushing through this. So, Squatty Corner, not much in here, of course, the usuals that I do. Still working on the 10,000, working towards 10,000 subs. I just have to say thank you, because I was growing, as I said yesterday, even though I was not able to do a live stream, and that just kind of blows my mind. So, thank you, thank you. Um, and I do want to click over here because Carol said that she's got her trash time mug ready. She's ready. Carol, what do you have in the mug? That's important, because it can be coffee, it could be a hot toddy, could be just straight up something, but All right. just, I just had to do a little plug there. Okay. And so, ooh, and I have some other comments here. Ooh, y'all are so kind and so gentle to me. I see my boss has popped out of the clouds. So yeah, there's trash time merch, there's regular merch. I will do this today or this weekend in putting the options of red and yellow. I think it was for t-shirts or the hoodies or something that I had. I will get that up there for you all. All right, so pre-trash time. Not much here. I'm just gonna check the comments and see what y'all have going on. Let me come over here and look and see. Kat, thank you, thank you, thank you for the super sticker. Let me see. Kat is saying, remember how the rugby group begged the royal family to keep Harry as their patron and the royal family said no? The NFL snatched H up like a first round free agent. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And yes, they did. I know we're all like dancing and we can't believe it. So, um, Harry has been to the Super Bowl before because he went, was it last year or the year before? That caught us all by, we were like, oh, look at him. So let me say this. I'm going to have a short coming out soon. I was going to try to get it out today, but it may be like Saturday night or Sunday. He's not coming back, derangers. Y'all, with your crazy headlines, the media and all that, royal family, like you really think he's coming back? No. Okay, so thank you, Kat. Mwah. Let me see. Mrs. S, the boss, has dropped the super chat and said, okay, mother fathers, I'm here. So get this thing popping. Look at this. See? This is what Mrs. S, to you. Oh, and Rachel, thank you. Rachel for the super sticker. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Says, go on, Prince Harry. Keep slaying the dragons. Can't wait for Canada. Okay, that's the part right there. We all were thinking, oh, Harry, rushing back. Of course, rushing back to his family, his wife and children, just to clarify for the crazies that are listening and keep thinking we're talking about that family, which we're not. Okay, so rushing back to get to them. And honey, who knew? But the staff that works for him and his wife and etc. Harry's booked and busy. And looking just as happy as he wants to be. All right. Merlene, wow, thank you. Merlene says at work, missed your comments. Hello, everybody. Short break. Oh, thank you, thank you. Okay, so this is for Kat, Mrs. S, Rachel, Merlene. This is all for you. Let me get to my spot because I'm never on that spot when I need to be. Here we go. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you all so very, 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 very much. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Whew. I'll just dropping love and I'm so happy. Ooh wee. Let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see. Let me come here. Why am I having difficulties today? Because it's Friday and it's just going to be one of them days. I just want to come down a little bit. Hey, Scratch and Pete, how you doing? I just saw your name as I was scrolling. Y'all know how I do. Lorna, is it trash time? Y'all, y'all are really crazy with trash time. I love it though. Okay, Lorna is saying the NFL loves Harry, and so do we. Yes. What's not to love? And I'll be respectful because yes, I'm married, he's married, and all that good stuff. Okay. So, as it seems that all hearts and minds are already on. Nothing that Harry does is going to make the crazies happy, and so they have to come after him. I can only imagine headlines. I tried my best not to look for them per se. So, since all hearts and minds are on one accord, let's go. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time, trash time. So, a certain publication, Dragloid, always has to start in. So the screenshots you see in Trash Time are captured from, um, the app formerly known as, that's in my timeline that I see. And whew, child, there was a whole lot. So this publication says Prince Harry makes gag filled speech at Las Vegas NFL Awards bash in first public words since his father, King Charles, was diagnosed with cancer, but makes no mention of his father or his cross Atlantic dash to spend 45 minutes with him because his father is not relevant to the crowd. Read the room. Okay. Everybody knows because it was all over the news over here. They really don't give a damn. Okay, so um, it's not the time or place, and that family doesn't take up space in minds over here in the U.S. They like to think they do, but they don't. Okay, so Harry did what he was to do. He would have looked like a fool if he had listened to this crazy advice. I'm so glad he is no longer in Narnia, as some of y'all call him, or Salty Island, or prison, as I like to call it, because that family and the firm, yeah, prison. That's what it's equivalent to. All right. So some of the trolls, the Rangers, whatever, are like so upset. Oh my God, the Steelers posted this on Facebook. I'm going to barf. And of course, the Steelers is like Prince freaking Harry. Mm, mm, mm. I need to go look at all, see, whom else on the app, as well as, Facebook might have posted some. And this particular person, how the hell did he get this gig? And how was this not reported or leaked? There are no leaks from Montecito. There are no leaks from Montecito. There are no leaks from Montecito. So suck you haters. All right. You're welcome. I couldn't do that again if I tried. All right. So Harry's trip to the UK has just caused folks to, we knew they lost their mind, but you know what the see Kuja even has a response. The timing is just too perfect. And over there they like their polls. So I saw this, yes, again on the timeline on the app. And so should Prince Harry have spent longer with the royal family? Vote in our poll. I need you all to get your English together. Should Harry have spent longer with his family? Longer what? He spent all the time that he needed to spend. He saw and he left. He had a prior engagement. And we know that the royals are big on keeping their um, engagements when booked. Well, some are. Of course, if you're not, missing in action or sick or, allegedly both of those things. Okay, I'm gonna keep on going. Now, I need to understand what is with the these certain white men who have this disdain to the point of they hate, one hated Meghan to the cellular level. And now you have two who have come out very recently to say, PM, that's the initials, wants to dismember him. And now this particular old Kookadoodooks that's pictured, whose name is in the title, at which I'll read the headline, wants him obliterated. Well, really, the Sussexes obliterated. That will help. That's total destruction. And so if this family's allowing these headlines to go out, that speaks volumes for them. And they want to run around, oh, we're not racist, we're not that. Really? One member marries a young woman, a beautiful young woman, that some of them, I think, folks over there were a little jealous and couldn't believe it. And, Harry even joked about it. So, yeah. Because to lose your mind over this, I mean, Harry, truly, they really wanted him to be like Margaret. I can see that now. Not happy, you know, have several marriages and children and this and that. No, he's going to have one marriage, the two children that he has, and you all will just have to suck the lemons that you keep pulling off the tree. All right, now, this num num, the monarchy future depends on the obliteration of the Sussexes, royal biographer Tom Bower tells Sarah Vine, No Neck, and Andrew Pierce on their YouTube talk show, The Reaction. No wonder I can't get to 10K because you have these crazies with their YouTube channels. And YouTube speaks volumes, all these mm, so-called Royal Rota members who now are jumping into having YouTube channels. I tell you, what's the world coming to? But obliteration of the Sussexes, that which you hope for them is going to come back. And it looks like it's slowly, not even slowly, it's happening to that family. With each headline that gets put out there, you think you would catch on to change that energy, apologize, because the ancestors are going to kick your arses over there. Mm. But go ahead on. Now, again, this particular outlet, some of y'all know where this would be seen just by the font. Exclusive. Not a care in the world. Meghan Markle beams as she drives near her $14 million Montecito home. They always have to put the price, which changes all the time in each headline, but nevertheless, despite Prince Harry's 24-hour mercy dash to London to see cancer stricken King Charles. Hold your horses. Cancer stricken. He has cancer. Okay. They make it seem like he's going to be okay. Um, he had went in for a what they said simple procedure. Cancer was found, I guess, somewhere in the nether regions, because if that's where they were working, they wouldn't be looking elsewhere. Okay. So mm, now, what makes this so laughable, and many were laughing up a storm on the app formerly known as, is what has been happening in California for the last, I would say, 4 days at least. Does anybody know? Mm, like a once in a lifetime storm has been hitting, torrential rains, like flooding, mudslide. It's been real bad. But yet, here's a picture you have of Megan. And we're supposed to believe that it's sunny. So I guess the sun comes out whenever she goes out and it just dries up, no rain, no nothing. Mm, mhm. So everybody called the bullshit on this one because that's what it is. Y'all picked number one, you picked a time and place whenever you have these pat pictures, which we know, and then you put them out. Here comes the Megan. We got to distract with Megan. Another one to use for the litter box of the cat. Mm, the lining. Um, it's nice to see that, because of the weather, she was grounded from using the helicopter. Otherwise, she probably would have. So, the eco warriors aren't so eco, but she takes a 6-hour drive to concert. Mm. Well, it was a concert, so the long drive. I'm surprised she even did. She arrive 2 shades to the wind. Like Space was when he was giving out those awards and dropping them and doing all kinds of stuff, barely keeping his eyes open. Anyway, let me shut up. Move on. Um, this publication. Mm-mm. No neck. You just really need to get your life. You need to get a neck too, but you need to get a life. Um, so No Neck feels that I'm told Harry took it upon himself to fly over, and Charles was left kicking his heels until he arrived. Hmm. And then, right under William's message to Nation as brother jets back to LA after 26 hours. Now, I'm told Harry took it upon himself to fly over. Do you even believe the bullshit that you put out there? Because we know that he's not just getting on a plane. That's a long flight. He's not just getting on a plane. Harry has responsibilities. He truly looks after his wife and children, mother-in-law. Um, we I'll just leave. We all know that that's not the same with his brother. So, and Charles was left kicking his heels until he arrived. Hmm. Kicking heels so much that he had escort ready for him when he arrived. Didn't know he was coming, but we're gonna have a police escort sitting there at the airport. Like the shit y'all make up, it's unreal, unreal. But you tell on yourselves. You truly tell on yourselves. Now, obviously, um, cancer-stricken Paul didn't stop Will from hanging out with Tom Cruise, going to some awards, dressing to the nines, and smiling cheek to cheek. He ain't smiled like that in a long time. Because when he's with his wife, he's usually rushing her, and he's always got a scowl on his face, and you know he doesn't even stand that close to her. Hmm. Oh, and there's some pictures coming up of him at the dinner table. We have some questions. Squad has some questions. Who is the female next to you? That seem to have a little bit of your attention. Okay, before we get there, nevertheless. So, a squatty said, can't wait to hear that William cozying up to a Hollywood star at a fancy gala while his wife and father are stricken with illness is fine. But Harry presenting an NFL award makes him the scum of the earth. Exactly. So you remember the headline, the first one out the gate that I showed, this one. Same should have been out for, you know, Alien Head trying to kiss up to, Tom Cruise at an award ceremony. Of all the ones, all his engagements, he made time to go to that one, didn't he? Now, what cracks me up is, this publication just truly has an issue. I don't think you want to go after Tom Cruise. I'm just saying. Tom Cruise changing face. Hollywood actor 61 is unrecognizable from his Top Gun days at charity gala with Prince William. He wasn't 61 when he first started Top Gun, first starred in Top Gun. Like he has aged. If you look at 1986, let's do the math, okay? As if Tom is not supposed to age. He is, changing, but don't we all over the years? Come on now. But this was the kicker. Someone put this picture that you're about to see right next to this article and said the changing faces of William. Which that scowl hasn't changed. The hair, okay. He was doing a comb over even in them days, I'm just going to say, back in that time. Now, this next screenshot, so much truth in it, and the squatty had to highlight it. So I do thank the squatties for all the screenshots of me with a snag. So this, I understand, came out of the fail. Yeah, so um, William must be privately furious, thinking over all the years he supported Harry, and at this one moment in his life when his 75-year-old father and wife of 13 years are both potentially seriously unwell, all Harry can think about is Harry and using it as an opportunity to announce his arrival and expect to see William. He didn't expect to see him. He didn't even try to see him. He wasn't going there to see William. But are both potentially seriously unwell. Yeah, tell the truth. Shame the devil. But the lady in black gonna get your asses. Okay. hmm It's right here. They keep throwing out little nuggets. Obviously, most of us who are sane minded can tell that something a little bit more serious is going on with, you know, William's wife, because many of us who have had surgery, abdominal surgery, even old school, even before, the newer technology that's available, don't know what goes on in the UK. I can only speak for here. In the US, you're up and about because with surgery, generally they want you up within 24 hours. To go home, there's certain bodily functions that need to occur, and then they're happy and they're jumping for joy, and we'll give you your prescriptions for painkillers, and here's your, you know, do's and don'ts, and get the heck out. Okay, that's usually what happens. But you know, of course, they tell you take it easy, do not drive for 6 weeks, that type of stuff. If you have a job over here in the U.S., generally you're able to take a leave if that's a available benefit, paid short-term disability, and you get anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks. Some may be longer, some may be shorter, but you're up and about. Life goes on within the household. Not all of us have a staff, nannies and maids and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we have to get up and fix our meals and at some point clean the house and do all that stuff. Seriously unwell, y'all better come on out and tell it, because when you really do, folks are going to be upset. They're going to be upset. Many of you remember this picture. So, Space was a standing statue because the blinking eyes and drifting and, you know, going back and forth as if he was just about to topple over. But we remember at the Nation, he sat there asleep. And while they took a picture of Harry, who's in the rows in the back there, you can see him to the right. Sir, I even said it at that point, like, why do you have your eyes closed? Why are you asleep during the church? Isn't this a church service or, Okay. Anyway, let me move on. So, some, information. This is old. I don't think they took the date. So I'm just going to take my banner down just for a second because I don't believe the date is on here. Yeah, no, it's not. But this is, yeah. So going back to when Spare was released, Prince William was tipsy hours before his wedding, and Harry told him he stank of booze. Now, should one be, tipsy when they're about to be married? Because I thought, at least I know over here, that might be grounds. Never mind, moving on. Okay, so now the latest, ding, 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 because going with that other headline, as you can see here, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. All right, hold on one second. Sorry about that. Okay, so Kate Middleton's road to recovery could take up to 9 months. I thought y'all told us it wasn't a serious type of situation. Now all these hints as to what's happening. That's why the Spanish reporter, I think she's Spanish, um, who said that she was in a coma. That was what she reported, and she said she was standing on it, and she is not letting go of that because her sources, we know the sources, told her such. So this was from what, the 5th. So, and then another publication came right behind that. Princess Kate's abdominal surgery recovery could take 9 months. About the time to have a baby? I've never heard of such a thing. Now, okay, some of y'all have said this, um, Maybe she's the one having the treatments. But why hide it? Mm. Why hide it? Why hide it? Why hide it? So squatties being squatties. Um, this was out on the app. Missing lady, husband recently seen schmoozing with Hollywood star. May be in danger. Not seen in public since Christmas 2023. So those are facts, by the way. Okay. Um, Maureen is cutting up again. So we need Maureen to get his life together. And just stop worrying about, Harry's behavior and all this other stuff. I saw the screenshot and I just took it and said, okay, what is with Spare that has driven y'all all mad? But anything Harry and Meghan does drives them mad. So PM is coming over to YouTube, everybody. Um, he's he got fired from Larry King's gig, so I'd take nothing from anything he has to say on why he might be leaving the Talk TV thing. I mean, all of it is Murdochian anyway, so you know he stays real tight with that one. So all the best to you, PM. All the best to you. hmm Hate watching. Won't be doing. I won't be doing. So Piers Morgan hired to launch Rupert Murdoch TV station, Talk TV. That's when that occurred. So now he's leaving it, but he's doing his own thing, saying that the only straitjacket, because I also need y'all to spell it correctly. But the only straitjacket you'll need is when you get in there with Bubba, and Bubba's gonna have a good time with you. Okay. hmm All right, this is the next screenshot is parody account. It is parody account. Okay. So the green marks were on the pictures. I just didn't do a big picture of it, but Kate Middleton. I thought my competition was Meghan or a dildo. Now see, the way I hollered when I saw that. But then when I looked at the pictures, because at first I was like, why is all this all over the pictures? And then I realized the nickname that I gave him, Space, it's non existent between him and Tom Cruise. Mhm. But when it comes down to his wife, he's leaning and separate. And mhm. Anyway, now this is from the dinner, the award, the event that he attended that Tom Cruise came in for. Uh-huh. I'm just gonna share pictures. I know squatties have seen these pictures. hmm hmm This is such a guilty look. I'm just saying. Ooh, let me adjust my tie. Can't look to the right, can't look to the right. But I lean in for the question. Mhm. Mm. So, take a good look at this picture, or the collage, I should say. So, one is on a break, the other one looks like he may need one. Now, whatever he brought upon himself, he brought upon himself. I don't know if I shared this earlier, but let me take the banner down just for a minute. The monarchy is finished. It died some time ago, but they are still making the corpses dance. That was Sue Townsend that said that. And so, on that note, I will round out by saying when the lady in black is done with them, because some of them are looking like that now, mhm, she is a beautiful lady in black. And I had to laugh because I heard someone reference this on Pedos earlier, and I bust out laughing because she was like, I guess it's for y'all cut it out when y'all. The lady in black, yes. All right, so I'm gonna jump in the comments. Taking my time today. Let me see, 44 minutes just about. All right, let's. Woo, over 300 comments now, y'all know. I don't think I'll get through all of them, but it's Friday. I'll take my time since, I had the week away. Yesterday I took my time. Today I'll take my time. Tomorrow too. Then it'll be back to half, cutting them short after Sunday, cutting them short. All right, let me come on up in here. I'm going to pick a time frame and then work my way down. And I'm going to start here. Essay says obliteration. Wow, the threats are clear. That's inciting violence. Yes, it is. And yet nothing from the Met Police or nothing from, you know, and then you try to say Harry doesn't need security. Inciting and getting the crazies that will act to do something, but then they'll claim, "Oh no, we didn't mean anything by it." Yeah, okay, that's a strong word. Mhm. I need I need these angry men that look, you know, like space to get it together. Get it all the way together. Mhm. Oh Lord, let me see. All right, Rachel is saying they keep playing that reverse psychology yet. They try and humiliate him, abuse and harass his wife and kids, and sideline him and his family when it doesn't go their way. They get mad. No sense. Yep. Yep, that is so true. That's why the lady in black is kicking or arse is with such intensity. And I love it because that's the energy that they had put out there, and then that's what they deserve. So, woo. All right, Clara. William sent someone with divorce negotiations and she lost it. Woo. So she is out there with her family. Maybe she took something, Lord, allegedly. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But we haven't seen hide nor hair of her family. They haven't even come out. I mean, I'm sorry, but in order to squash everything, all those speculations, they always try to run on Meghan all of the time. Are now coming back, and so they're trying to squash it. And oh no, she needs to stand out there with him, at least speak on Paul, if nothing else. At least we know, oh, and she needs to say something so we know that it's not like the Stepford Wives, those were robots that look like, okay, I'm gonna move on. 1998 champions, how are you? Okay, Rory. Harry could only spare 30 to 45 minutes because he had things to do, people to see, and return to his previous engagements. He is just as busy, if not more than Charles, Meghan prepping for Canada. There you go. See, squatties know. I just laughed when I saw that today because I was like, look at him in Vegas. He was booked. He had things on his diary that he had to come back for, and nobody needed to know. Squatties, we just celebrate and we're happy. Rangers, not so much. But hey, go burn those jerseys because y'all like to burn stuff and destroy things. I guess you're gonna go out there and destroy all y'all NFL, those that are NFL fans, your jerseys and such, like dumbasses, because you've already spent your money. And yeah, anyway. Yes, Frangella, that's the whole key. This is an old picture. It's raining a lot in California. Exactly. But for the Rangers, they're all out there. "Ah!" And then, squatties were like, oh, hold up. This is old. Number one. Number two, it's not sunny right now. And so, your point being, see, they don't know. They just get called on their bull. You would think they would stop. Just stop. Stop the madness. But it's okay. It's okay. Little Mac is like, this picture's not current. It's still raining in California. So where's the rain? Also, the picture is so blurry. It could be anybody. Right. Now, there's one picture of her smiling that you would be like, oh, okay. A couple people were like, yeah, how do you know that, sir? And then someone said, and where's the license plate on the front of the vehicle, like you see with the one behind it? So, here in North Carolina and probably most of the South, you don't need a plate in the front. But I don't know about California. Somebody that lives there will probably tell. And then, Compton, Compton, Cali, how are you? Yes, rain. Gwen says raining. There you go. 1998 says Harry went to London to sign off on that payout deal. End of story. Okay. He added Paul to the whole itinerary to make it, cover. Oh, I like how you think. Yeah, it wasn't even for Paul. It was to go over there and take care of that. Essay says, I want the Sussexes and the Squatties all to live in $14 million homes. Ashe. Yeah, namaste, ashe on that. Well, mind you, they got such a great deal. The dollar amount, like, does that really matter? Because I know the value has skyrocketed for them. I mean, Mhm. Ooh, vindictive tiger. Ooh, I like that name. Let me see. See, now see, talk about the rain. It's worse the further north you go, see. But yet they want to show Megan out there. And even if it was sunny, she can go out. She can smile. You had folks over in Paris Fashion Week. You had another one on her engagement dancing, you know. His heir is at an event smiling up with, a Top Gun and a living legend. Something that, I guess that's what Space is kissing up for. He wants to be in that Hall of Fame too. Not happening. All right, let me go on. Well, Church Nelly, Megan shouldn't have a damn care in the world. She and Harry didn't do anything wrong. Exactly. They're just living their lives. While the carnival of, circus clowns sit there and make up headlines and stories and all kinds of crazy stuff. So, as they say, the skies apparently part when Megan drives out. You know the ancestors look out for her. Woo! Oh, they just Kim, that part, the UK media held on to that picture for further propaganda. Shame, exactly. And they're being called on it, being called on it. So we found that out when whatever else, I can't even remember at this moment what was happening. And they showed her out with some friends. And then people were like, yeah, that was Friday and this is Monday. And it just was the whole to do about nothing. So let me see. Anna Eve, rain, flood, hurricanes, earthquake, heat, you name it. It's been going on since God created Earth. Mm. But Megan's not supposed to be out. That's the whole thing. What happened here, Mrs. S? Rosie B. Message was accidentally deleted. Oh, okay. Yeah, that can happen from time to time. CR sounds like somebody's mad. Harry flew all the way to see his father when the other one couldn't be bothered. Yeah, but they try to flip it around like, making Harry out to be the bad person. Whatever. Little Mac, another silly story. Harry came to see his useless dad. William, who lives right around the corner, has yet to visit his dad in King. Yeah, the one he pledged to. hmm Ooh, the karma when his kids get to that age, and oh my goodness, it's going to be hilarious to watch. Here's goodness. Yes, yes, yes. Goodness. Okay. Let me see. We have um Ruth is saying Camilla's office Jobo was instructed to attack Harry because the rats were whining that Harry should come back, and Camilla will not let that happen. She's busy getting rid of Diana's other son. Well, um, yeah, the reason why Harry is loved is because we see him as Diana's son, not Chuck's. I saw that on the app formerly known as, and it's the truth. Okay, it's the truth. Yeah, and he has a helicopter. He can fly to see his papa. He can fly. I mean, he goes everywhere else in a helicopter, into the country where there's a certain rose that he likes. Uh, Joyce says we still have not heard if William has seen his father. Right, which is why they deflect with all the craziness about Harry or Meghan in headlines. So, Benjamin, how are you? Good to see you. Connie says, Connie Palmer. I have to get that out. Okay. Charles may be a lousy father, but some part of him loves Harry, though he won't admit it. Too much jealousy. I don't even know if he does. Um, the man who stood with his fiancee in front of the media and said, "What is love?" I don't think that ever translated to the children that came from that marriage. The heir is the heir, and he just tolerates him because, hey, he's going to take over when I kick the bucket. But, the spare didn't have time for him, don't have time for him, never did. All right. Benjamin. Does Tom Cruise look like a chickmunk, or is it me? I'm mad with you putting that into just pulling it out of everybody's minds. Connie, we're not going to talk about that particular sect. I'll just call it that. If William joins it, he joins it. But that will be a shakeup among shakeups because will that then become the quote Church of England, the new Church of England? I'm just saying. But I'm gonna leave it alone, leave it alone, leave it alone, because that's one that you don't play with. Okay. Mrs. S, please leave my Tom terrific Cruise alone. I love that little man. His long money make him very tall. Well, till he jumps on couches and you realize he's a hobbit. Okay, I had to say that. I'm sorry, Mrs. S. But I love Tom Cruise back in the day. Just take that old record off the shelf. Seeing him dance, yeah. Sometimes you just have to say, see this up the title of the live stream? What the y'all all know Risky Business. If you haven't seen the movie, maybe you should. It was a good movie, good movie, good movie. Hey Joy, how are you? Anna says, I have a brother-in-law that looks like Tom C. My brother-in-law is 61 years old, but he certainly can Wow, see? I just don't get why they think Tom Cruise wouldn't age. Come on, his age. Like, he's not going to look in his 20s as he does now. If he does, then the plastic surgery, that plastic surgeon would be, booked and busy forever and ever. Whew, Lord, let me see. Let me jump through some of the comments. There you go. SA is like, Anna, is he single? There you go. There you go. Especially if he has some height to him. Ooh-wee. Mm. Let me see. Scrolling through Church Nelly. I love you to pieces. You're too much. Marshar, yes, I see your comment that he's powerful, and I'm gonna skip the rest of that because your that one word you use, yeah, they don't play, and I'm not playing with them either. So let me just keep on moving through. Mhm. Woo, Hattie is saying, Harry knows he's drunk and hungover. Ooh, you. Cute, QT1, how are you? Good to see you. Let me see, coming on through. Whew. I'm not fooling with y'all talking about him drinking. I'm just gonna keep on moving. SA is saying, honestly, what in the world is going on with Kate? I legitimately concerned about her. This is seriously odd, very odd, very, very odd. Like, as if no one in the world has ever had abdominal surgery. And, especially women, and you're up and about. Like, I don't. Woo, I'm just gonna leave that alone. Let me come over here. Kim Coates, she wouldn't be the first woman trying to have a baby to ward off the child. There were articles several years ago before the Queen passed, and we do remember. I want to say it was before the O interview that was dropping, saying that they were asking the Queen for permission, which I thought was very odd. Why do you have to say anything about whether you all want to have another child? Like, did you get permission for the first three? That it was just very, very strange. But I don't think, um, Kim, I don't believe that that is even the issue. And if there was a loss, say that was, and there was a loss, then you should, if you had shown empathy to your sister-in-law, maybe some could be shown back to you. if that was even the issue, because they keep hinting at stuff, and yeah, they need to come on out with it. Just going to sure. Oh, okay. Let me go over to the other. One moment, please. I have to go to the other side of the river for a moment. Oh, one moment, please, because okay. Thank you, Sonia Johnson. Welcome back to channel membership. I will give you a shout out when the live stream ends. Let me take a screenshot so that I have it and will remember to do the shout out. Okay. And then Kat gave enough. Kat, thank you for the super chat. Let me see. Coronation, Christmas speech, Remembrance Day, etc. Charles doesn't mention H and his family as if they don't exist, but H is supposed to cry and tell the NFL Charles has cancer as if the NFL cares. Exactly. Exactly. Bravo. Bravo. And this is for you. And thank you, thank you, thank you for the super chat. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Kucha is still asleep. Thank God. Kucha is still asleep. All righty. Let me come back over here. Come back down. I have to scan the comments now. All right. So Marshar, that abdominal surgery could be code that Kate's stomach was pumped. Woo, in my opinion. She could have tried it, and that's why Space was tipsy guilty. Jealous of H, scared of being king, knows he's unfit. But yet, when Meghan told us about her ideation, and the media, oh, lie, 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 and not 1 ounce of empathy from that family. Oh well, shrug shoulders. Oh well. Now they're hinting to something, and eventually it'll all come out. Eventually it'll all come. Woo, Ruth, I can't show that comment on here. No, 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 no. Okay, Connie is saying, is it true ever went to South Africa to look at a tortoise? I don't know. Not checking for him, but I guess all that searching for the tortoise, if that's true, wiped him out because when he came back, there was that statement released that he's taking a break. Now I'm just dropping like flies, dropping like it's hot, dropping like it's hot. Marshall is saying Space got himself some new strange with the pretty new chick. I bet she'll be introduced as his press secretary. Hmm. And they get to sit at the table with the honoree. That's an honor. Because usually, staff is at table 25 by the door because when you come out, they got to be ready to go. But sitting up there and mm, oh, Anna, I cannot put that up. Lord, y'all are rough here. Ooh, yeah. Um, that's true, Ruth. I can put this comment up. And where are the Middletons? What's the price of their continued silence, getting them out of debt? But they need to pay the taxpayers back, if anything. Actually, they're probably scared ishless that they're not going to say nothing. They're not going to say nothing. They know what they put her in line for. Well, they don't know, maybe not. But then again, as Meghan was told, you should have known what you were marrying into. So that's what I'll say for her. She grew up over there, chased him for years, so she should have known what she was getting into. There were rumors. His rage was known, and I'm just going to move on from that. hmm Let's see. Whew. Y'all. Benjamin is saying, Anna, there is definitely an ongoing story. Yes, there is. Will we ever know? Probably soon enough. Now they're extending out to 9 months. Come on now. They better come with it and come correct. Now, and let me ask those of you who are in the UK or have access to UK news outlets on TV, are they still wearing black? I'm curious. I haven't seen any other updates, and I know for, whew, child. Ruth, Megan used her voodoo to make the clouds part and the sun come out. She obviously has superpowers, child. Just the melanin in her skin is a superpower. Some folks, child, don't get caught up. Remember, they even said about the rice. Y'all should remember. Okay, I should say she cooked it good. Okay. I think it's time for me to get off here because I'm getting ready to just start cutting up too badly. Let me see. Mrs. S says using dad and KC3 in the same sentence makes me feel dirty. I feel like taking another shower. Yeah, because it just doesn't sound right and feel right. I get you. I get you. Mm. Well, Hims might spill his truth, TB. William has a hangover. He can't see anybody. He's taken the booze recovery method, which seems to have been something that he's been doing for a long, long, long time. I just can't fool with any of y'all. I really can't. I can't fool with it. But Sonia, again, thank you for rehitching your wagon to mine. I really appreciate it. It's just awesome to know that. Whatever the situation, because membership is voluntary and things happen, and I'm probably going to change up some of mine that I have with others, and it just is what it is. It's ebb and flow. It's ebb and flow. T Mac, for damn sure, if she was gracious with Princess Meghan, I'm sure Meghan would have been there for her. Well, and who we know Meghan. We know how she is. In that the things that we have seen when she extends herself and the empathy. So I'm sure at some part it has been, but if she knows the real, yeah, just keep a low profile. Megan, keep a low profile. Ooh, Compton Cali. Kate health problems didn't stop Whiskey Will from being seen in public with a woman. And Tom Cruise. Okay. I was trying to, and I'm trying not to be bad. Whew. Okay. Let me let me come over here. Okay, I'm at the bottom, and Rory says, yes, Megan has superpowers, the powers of God. She's intuitive and spiritual as yogi, like her mama. There you go. Uh, they just, that family over there didn't realize the gem that they had, and so, oh well. When she left, the blessings left too. Now, fight me over that. Okay. All right. That's true, Gwen. Megan is a beautiful, strong, a brilliant, strong, beautiful lady. Yes, I was looking at that. All right. Hey, cookies and cream. Although I'm getting ready to log off. So, all right, everyone. I do hope that you enjoyed today's live stream. It's a little over an hour. We do have tomorrow, Sussex Saturday. Some of the same stuff. We're still going to be celebrating all. One never knows what might pop up out of the sky. Harry's booked and busy. And tomorrow we're going to start getting into the Vancouver mindset. Yes, yes, yes. So please take care of yourself. I will be seeing you all around the respective YouTube halls, and be safe out there. And go, Harry. Go, Harry. Yeah. All right. All right, everybody. Please take care. I saw a comment, but I can't get back to it right now. I'm going to leave the one up there for Gwen, and then I'm going to hit my outro. Y'all take care of yourselves. Love you all. Thank you for all the love dropped on me, super sticker, super chats, and memberships that have occurred over the last day, and Sonia for rejoining. So I will give you a shout out shortly. Take care, everybody. Bye.